It's time to change up your treadmill running. Today, I have 5 quick and effective running workouts which you can do on a treadmill, giving you a huge benefit in a very short space of time. Okay, first of all, you need to make sure that you've thought about the warm-up and the warm-down. When it comes to the warm-up, it doesn't need to be really very long at all. It can even just be a brisk walk, but make sure it's a minimum of 5 minutes. If you can run or you want to, then do, but just keep it at a nice steady pace so that you're making sure your muscles are nice and warm and your heart rate has risen so you're ready to go straight in with those sessions that we've got planned. The same goes for the warm down. You want to make sure that you kind of unwind, you get your heart rate to come back down in a nice gradual fashion rather than coming to a dramatic stop, and that will also help you when it comes to your recovery. It's a good idea to bump the treadmill up to a 1% incline, as that gives you the most sort of realistic and comparable feel to running outside. And it's now time to take a look at these 5 sessions. Ideally, at the start, if you're new to running on the treadmill or doing hard work on the treadmill, I stick to just doing 1 of these per week. If you've been doing this kind of running for a while, then feel free to make it 2, but just make sure you spread them out nicely and have enough rest in between. This first workout is great for everybody, including beginners. It's constantly changing, so it keeps you motivated and very much engaged. And you want to start by figuring out a comfortable baseline pace, because this is where we're working from. The interval is going to progress up from that, but the recovery will come back down to that baseline pace. We're actually going to be increasing the intervals by 1 kilometer per hour in pace at a time, all the way up to 10 kilometers per hour more than your baseline. So bear that in mind when you're thinking about that baseline speed. For example, you might want to start at 5 kilometers per hour, and then your top end interval would be at 15 kph. Start with 1 minute at your baseline speed, then 1 minute at baseline speed plus 1 kilometers per hour. Back to 1 minute at your baseline speed, followed by 1 minute at baseline speed plus 2 kilometers per hour. Back to 1 minute at your baseline speed, then 1 minute at baseline speed plus 3 kilometers per hour, and then continue in this manner until 20 minutes has elapsed and you have actually added 10 kilometers per hour to the baseline speed, or as best as you can do. On to a classic now, the 3-2-1. This is a pretty tough workout. You want to be running at a good pace, close to your 5K race pace if possible. And then ideally, you actually want to be increasing the pace and the intensity a fraction on each of the intervals. So starting with 3 minutes at your 5K race pace or effort, followed by 1 minute recovery pace. Now 2 minutes at 5K race pace plus 0.5 kilometers of an hour, then another minute of recovery pace. Your next 1 minute at 5K race pace plus a whole kilometer per hour faster. And then into 2 minutes recovery pace before repeating the workout once or twice more through. This is a more unusual one, but it's pretty fun and it can make you feel like a pro. In actual fact, it's a session that the pros quite often do. So after a very good warm-up, you want to up the speed on your treadmill whilst your feet are standing either side. Up it to something above your 5K pace that's going to get your legs moving really quickly. So once you're happy with the pace the treadmill's reached, put your hands back on the rails and you're going to lower yourself gently onto the treadmill and let your legs pick up and find that pace. You're going to run at that pace for your set interval. Once you finish, hands back on the side, lift your feet up and put them on the side of the treadmill. Keep the belt rolling whilst you take your rest, and then the speed is still ready to go when you come back on. We talk about the ons being the time when you're actually running on the treadmill, and the off part of this session when you're resting. So start with 5 times 30 seconds on, followed by 30 seconds off. Put the treadmill back down to a comfortable running speed for 3 minutes of easy jog. Then 5 times 20 seconds on, followed by 40 seconds off. Again, put the treadmill back to a comfortable running speed for 3 minutes. And finally, back to 5 times 30 seconds on, followed by 30 seconds off. Now onto a hill workout for the treadmill. This doubles up as a high intensity interval workout, as well as working strength and power. For this, you want to bump your treadmill incline up to 4 to 5% for the effort. And we're going to do 3 times 10 seconds at 5K race effort and above, followed by 1 minute recovery jog at a 0% incline. Then 4 times 30 seconds at your 5K race effort, followed by 2 minutes recovery back down at a 0% incline. Then 5 times 60 seconds at 10K race effort, around 80 to 85% of your maximum heart rate, followed by 3 minutes recovery jog at a 0% incline. Following on from the previous hills session, this one is taking it up a little bit higher, but it is going to be a little bit slower. Calling it the Mount Everest challenge, as you're going to be upping the incline on the treadmill until it probably maxes out. The good news though, as the incline increases, the pace will actually decrease. Right, for a starting point, you want to begin with 1 minute at 10 kilometers per hour and 1% incline. 2 minutes at 9.5 kilometers per hour and 2% incline. 3 minutes at 9 kilometers per hour, 3% incline. 4 minutes, 8.5 kilometers per hour, 4% incline. 5 minutes, 8 kilometers per hour, 5% incline. 6 minutes at 7.5 kilometers per hour and a 6% incline. 7 minutes at 7 kilometers per hour and a 7% incline. 8 minutes at 6.5 kilometers per hour and an 8% incline. 9 minutes at just 6 kilometers per hour and a 9% incline, and finish off with 10 minutes at just 5.5 kilometers per hour, but a 10% incline. Of course, feel free to adjust the speeds to suit you, or if your treadmill doesn't incline as much as that, just bump it up in 0.5% increments and reduce the speed a little less too. There you go, a nice mix of treadmill workouts for you to go and get your teeth stuck into. So let us know how you find them, which ones you prefer. Do that in the comments section below. Give us a like if you've enjoyed it. You can follow us on our social media channels and you can subscribe to us here on YouTube.